Hello students, how you all doing? I hope you are regularly reading, watching as well as making notes of the current affairs, and I'm guessing you have already joined our Telegram channel. In case the ones who have not, the link is already there in the descriptions. Without fail, click on the link so that you get detailed notes for our weekly current affairs. So let's get with our session. Let's try to understand what do we have for this week's current affairs. Now talking about this, firstly our major segment with regards to important days. Let's try to understand this. Number one being the Union Budget Day, the 1st of February. On this day we see the budget. Okay, so budget has been released. There are quite a lot of changes. We have already seen that. Coming to the next one, Indian Coast Guard Day, that was also on the 1st of February. Next being your World Cancer Day, that was on the 4th of February. Next being the National Day of Sri Lanka, that was also on the 4th of February, another important day. Similarly, now, why are we discussing these days? Sometimes these days also become a major element, major note for your upcoming examination, all your legal entrance tests. Now coming to the next important day, International Day of Zero Toleration for Female Genital Mutilation. Another major day that was there on the 6th of February. It is very important for you to understand in order to be prepared for socio-cultural issues. Okay, let's understand the next element, but before that, let's try to focus on the screen. Let's try to see what do I have for you all. I've seen that quite a lot of you watch our videos, but you've not enrolled for our zero fees program. Now, what is this program? A wonderful strategized planned program that we have for you all. Now, what is this? Here you get CLAT's mock test video solution. But why video solutions? Because you already get some mock tests as well. At the same time, you get 10 plus hours that are learning videos and some expert sessions, some doubt solving session. The details and everything with regards to our CLAT Zero Fees program is available in our description. Click on the link or else come to our nearest center and we'll help you out. What are you waiting for? Enroll for the program. Let's move on. Let's try to understand the important appointments. We only have two major appointments that you need to prepare yourself for the upcoming examinations. Number one, IRS Maimun Alam. He has been appointed as the director in the Ministry of Steel. Let's move to the next one. Rajesh Nirwan, who has been appointed as the Director General for the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. Okay, so that is what it becomes important, BCAS. Now let's move to the next one, that is some of the major important news that we have for you all. Four major news to cover for this week. Now what are those four major news? Number one, now this is with regards to World Government Summit. Now talking about World Government Summit, it is important for us to understand that it was opened on the February 11th, where in Dubai, and this was with the theme of shaping future governments. Now it is obvious, if the theme is shaping future governments, the participants were also heads of the state, various council of ministers, government officials, global institutions who had participated for this. It is important for you all to go through this, and it was till February 14th. So without fail, have a look at this, make some good notes out of it and join the Telegram channel to get more update on this. Now let's move to the next one. A major news that is important for you all to cover, to understand. Over the many years, we have seen one major thing that in the last few years, Manipur as a state has been in distress. Manipur as a state has got many issues that have been upcoming. There were quite a lot of people who were trying to say and tell or probably tweet or probably put it on various social media channels where they were appealing for a president's rule. Forgetting all of those things, in the recent past we saw the resignation of the chief minister. And what do you see on the news? The Ministry of Home Affairs has enforced President's rule in Manipur after the resignation of the Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Okay, that was on the February 9th. After this, we could see the precedence rule that has been imposed. Now, with regards to precedence rule, what is it that we need to understand? It falls in the part 18 and 19 of the Constitution. These are the important articles that deal with precedence rule. Similarly, when does precedent rule come into picture? There are two major things. Number one, when there is a breakdown of machinery, okay, constitutional machinery per se, and next being failure in order or in terms of following the center's decision or center's rules. Alright, next is generally from the start itself, precedent rule tends to be for a period of 6 months, and then it can be added or it can be multiple times revised. At the same time, at any period of time, the president can revoke this precedence rule. So it is important for you all to make an update and understand this. See, try to read and understand the news in the correct channel. More than understanding what was the reason behind or what was the political decision behind the resignation, it is important for us to understand the second element of precedence rule, articles of the Constitution, what is the meaning and how is it related to our upcoming examinations and the studies for it. So please go through it in the same manner. Now let's come to the third major news, one of the finest news that we tend to study every now and then with regards to passport indexing, Henley Passport Index for 2025. We have seen at multiple, incidences, Singapore has ranked one yet again, and India's rank at the moment is 80th. Okay, another major news to understand. So Singapore is at the top. You have India's rank at 80. The second position is jointly by Japan and South Korea. At the same time, you have the third position by the European Union nations, okay, European nations. At the same time, we will talk about the bottom, the worst category ranking, honestly speaking, would be 99th rank. The last one has been by Afghanistan, 98th is by Syria, 97th is by Iraq, and you could see a positive gain by one major country that is now on the position 8th, which is United States of America. In our notes, I have detailedly mentioned about our neighboring countries' ranks as well. The link for the Telegram channel or to connect to these notes is available in the description. Join that. Okay, let's move to the final news for today, that is the 9th Asia Winter Games. You can see this image over here. This is the mascot. Let's try to talk about this. So the games started from the 7th of February and it was till the 14th of February 2025. Similarly, the slogan this year was Dream of Winter, Love Among Asia. Now that was the slogan. At the same time, we could see that 34 countries and various regions started competing, and this was higher than the 8th Asia Winter Games. Now this brings me to the question for today, that is, where and when was the 8th Asia Winter Games taken place? Okay, without fail, drop a comment in the comment section and let us discuss about the same. I hope you have gone through my other sessions, you have checked it. In case you haven't, the playlist and the link is available in the description. I will meet you all in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and all the best.